Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to give you guys an overview of my sales for end of November and December on my Amazon, and then I'm going to go through why I think Amazon Australia is a huge opportunity now that you're actually available to sell on the Amazon marketplace in Australia. So, without further ado, we'll get right into it. So, as you can see here, over the Christmas period, in the last 30 days. I sold 244 units on my Amazon. I had 300 all up, so that is pretty good. I've pretty much almost sold out. I think at the moment I've only got about 20 to 25 units left, and that was my total revenue. Now that in profit, that was about 2.3 thousand, and so that was pretty good for the month. And that most of that revenue came from the last 2 to maybe 3 weeks. So I'm going to be getting paid that on the 30th, and it should take a couple of days, and it should be in my bank account. So it is a nice bit of profit at the end of the year, taking advantage of the Christmas sales. And by that point, I think on my first order, I spent around $3,000, and all up, I've made just over $3,000. So I've actually made a bit of profit on my order. But yeah, it's definitely it's nice seeing that amount of money come back into your bank account. Especially after the last 2 3 weeks of Christmas sales, especially after seeing all those sales, it's nice to have that in your back pocket. But yeah, enough about my sales. I'll get more into that. Like I said, I'm looking at my second product, and hopefully this one is going to be 10 times better than my current product. So we'll get right into it. And the main thing I wanted to talk about in this video was Amazon Australia. So what I think is, especially with myself living in Australia, the opportunity to sell, like to do Amazon FBA in Australia, is 10 times better than selling on the US marketplace, because the US marketplace is huge, it's massive, and it's so hard to rank your product. I wouldn't say it's hard. If you got the right product, it can be a lot easier. But coming from the US marketplace to the Australian is so much easier to sell on because it's so new, and if you get onto it right now, you're going to take advantage of it. So we'll get into it, and I'll show you what I mean. So basically, actually what I'll do first, I'll show you is the Jungle Scout web app. Now, I'm going to leave the link for this in the description below, and basically what I'm going to do is we'll do a bit of product research. I'll get my face back up here. That, there we go. Okay, that was me trying to learn QuickTime. Alright, so doing the product research here. Now what Jungle Scout does is you basically put your parameters in, and I'll give you guys my parameters here for what I've done. So these are the categories that I've put in, and basically this is what's outlined in Tana's course, and it's very similar to this. Basically, once you do your own research, you'll figure out what's good and what's bad in terms of categories. But these are my categories that I've put in, and this is my price range that I've put in. I've put it in such a small price range just to minimize the amount of searches that come up. Same with the revenue. Now, this runs off monthly revenue, so this is what I'm looking for in my search terms. How, like, the revenue that certain product's making each month. Reviews, I put a maximum of 113, because if you get sort of too much, like more than 100 reviews, it can be hard to rank your product. And weight, I put 1.57 pounds, because you just have to look out for the bigger products. Even if it is a higher sort of profit margin, you just have to be careful, because you don't want to spend too much shipping from your supplier into the Amazon warehouse. So that's why I've put in that amount. So, and another thing as well, product tier, I always put standard. Oversized, that's the same thing with the shipping weight. And fulfillment by Amazon, you want to look for Amazon FBA, so you look for what other, because this like allows you to look for what other Amazon FBA sellers are actually selling on there. So I hit search, we'll hit search again. Now, once this comes up, so total results 115, that is good, because you like, basically, if you put your parameters even bigger, even if I was to put this up another $1,000 or so and open that up, that's gonna like put the search results up to like 300, 500, even 1,000, and it just fries your brain. Like, you can't focus when you're looking through too many too many results. So that's why I've done these parameters here, and this is basically, what we're going to do is we're going to do some product research. I'll show you that product on the Amazon US, and then I'll show it on the Amazon Australia, just to give you guys like a heads up and to give you guys an overview of why I think Amazon Australia is a really good marketplace to get into. So this was another one that I was looking at here. Now, see, a lot of these products, you're going to think, what the hell even are they? And that's a good thing. If you don't know what the product is, that's actually really good, because like when it comes to Amazon FBA, the weirder products are actually the better selling ones. You don't want to have a product that's too well known, especially a product that's like a fad or anything like that. Definitely way better to go for a product that you don't even know what it is, because when you look at the stats, so when you look here, you can't trust on the web app page, on the product like database, you can't trust these numbers too much. So I'll show you what you can do after that. Now right here it says it's making 14,500 revenue a month. So if we go into it, we'll click into it, and it'll bring it up. This is on the Amazon US page. So it is basically, beer wort refractometer, and I think what this is, I was having a look into it before. It's just when you brew your own beer, it's just a little, basically a little piece. I think you put into your beer making thing there. But like I said, I don't brew my own beer, so I don't even know. But this is just basically an example. So we'll come up here, and if you get the Jungle Scout web app as well, so you have a little, you'll have a little icon that comes up when you install it. It has to be on Google Chrome as well, as far as I know. Google Chrome I use because it's easier anyway. But if you go into Jungle Scout, so it'll bring it up here. Now, don't worry about these other products, because these are the ones, so if you're looking, I'll just get rid of this for now. It comes up with these products here because it comes up with these products down here as well, all your related products. So it'll bring up these as well. So don't worry about those. Now we're looking for AMP Pro. Now I have a feeling that's an Amazon FBA seller as well, just going by the name. But we'll have a look. If we go into the Jungle Scout web app, now this brings up, all up the top here is all your average sales. So no, all your average numbers. So average monthly sales for these products here. Again, we're not going to look at that. So we're just going to look at this one, AMP Pro. So the price, $21.49. That's in US. So rank 489. Now 489 ranked. That is really good. So that means that is a high seller. And if you didn't see here before, it's an Amazon choice. So if you've got an Amazon's choice on your product, obviously you're going to rank a lot higher. So the lower your number is, the better your rank is. So sales, this is monthly, 673 sales per month. So that's more than double what mine were. Like I said, I almost sold about 300 in the month. So 600, it's double mine. Now, going by the size of this product and what it is, it's probably not going to cost too much to manufacture as well. So revenue, he's making 14,500 a month on that. So that's in revenue. I'm guessing his profit margin is probably going to be around 7,000 to 8,000 per month, which is still pretty decent. And then it just shows things. So it is an Amazon FBA seller. Now it just shows things like your Amazon fees as well, which I'm not going to get into right now. But if you want more on that, let me know. It is outlined in the course, so I definitely still want you guys to check out the course. But yeah, like I said, this is very good. It's a very good product. Now the only thing is, the only reason I wouldn't go for this product is because it's most likely too competitive. Now to check that out, we'll go back, and what you want to do is you want to search for, because there's going to be other people selling this product. Now on the US marketplace, it's going to be even more competitive than the Australia marketplace. So what we'll do, we'll type in the most broadest keyword. So that'll be beer wort refractometer, and there it is there. So we'll search for that. Now we've got the AMP Pro up at the top, because that's the best seller. That's the seller's choice from Amazon. But as you can see here, there's a lot of people selling the exact same product. You've got a few people that give you, they're trying to differentiate themselves, giving you, there's one here that's got a case for it, one here that's got a got a couple other things with it as well. But we've got a lot of people selling these, and you go to page 3. There's even more selling it down here, and by the looks of it, there's 6 pages worth. So there's even people selling the exact same thing on page 6, and you can actually check and see even on the last page, see how much these guys are making. So if we go into the Jungle Scout app again, so let Jungle Scout have a think about it for a second. Now some of these here, it won't show up. That could mean a couple of things. That could mean either they're new to selling, or they could even be out of stock as well. So basically on the 6th page, this guy here, yeah, so revenue 3,000, that's per month. So he's only going to be making like a few $100s in profit per month. So that there, it's just basically another way of looking at it. It's not the best product to go with, especially in the US market. But I'll just show you as an example, just on the Australian marketplace. So if we go into the Australian marketplace, so this is Australia. So it's just amazon.com.au. That's the Australian marketplace. Now, if we were to type in beer, what was it? Beer wort. Is it beer wort? Where were we? Beer wort refractometer. Yep. So beer wort refractometer. If I can spell. So there we go. So even on the Aussie marketplace, there's a lot of people that are jumping on this one already. But as you can see, there's not even a full page worth right now. Now, the only thing with Jungle Scout is that it hasn't done the parameters yet because the Aussie marketplace is so new. You can't actually go into Jungle Scout and have a look at what the figures are because Jungle Scout hasn't updated to the Aussie marketplace because it's so new. So what I do is I go through the US marketplace. I do my research through Jungle Scout like what we were doing here. And once you find a product that you think is selling well, that you like the figures for, you like the numbers, then you have a look at it on the I have a look at it on the US marketplace, and we see how competitive it is. And if it's a good product, then we go into the Aussie marketplace and we have a look on here as well. Now, I haven't personally tried going into a product and putting it into the product tracker, because you can actually go into the product tracker and track that product, and you can actually see if it's selling. I'm not sure if it works for Australia yet. I might do another video on that once I try it myself. But as you can see here, there was 6 pages on the US marketplace, and on the Australian marketplace, there's not even a full page worth. And by the looks of it, the prices I think are pretty similar. $20 to $30. This is US, and then on the Aussie marketplace, some of them are even cheaper. So it is, like I said, because it's so new, there's not going to be many sellers at all on it. So for the sake of this video, we'll do one more, and we'll have a look at one more product, and we'll see how competitive it is on the US marketplace, and then we'll go to the Australian marketplace. Okay. Now, I wouldn't do, just looking through here, unless you know that you can actually sell these, with 100% confidence, I wouldn't do any sort of like any like tablets. I wouldn't do like any creams, any digestives or anything like that. And reason being is because of customs. Now, especially in the US marketplace, and it's going to be similar in Australia, I wouldn't do any of those products because you can actually get caught in customs, and you could even have your product seized, and then you have to go through. If you're sourcing your product from Alibaba, you have to go through and you have to try and get a refund, and you have to get in contact with different people, and it just becomes a big mess. So I wouldn't bother with digestives or creams or anything like that. That's why I'm sticking with just basic products that aren't health related or anything like that. So we'll go through and let's have a look at this one. Okay, I haven't checked this one out yet, so we'll see. So massage ball. Now, just by looking at it, I'd say it's going to be highly competitive, maybe even in the Australian marketplace, but we'll have a look and we'll compare them anyway. So this is obviously on the US marketplace. When you click into it on Jungle Scout, it'll go through it'll go through on US automatically, because that's what I have mine set to. You can go to different marketplaces, like you can go to Canadian and Mexican and that. But since I'm selling on the US marketplace right now, I'm going to stick with that. So we'll go through onto Jungle Scout, and we'll have a look at this now. So this is sold by Kestrel Kitchen, by the looks of it. Yeah, so have a look at the numbers here. So revenue, just over $3,000. Now the rank is a lot higher. Now, so there's a couple here that are getting 10,000 revenue a month, which I'm guessing will probably be around 4,000 to 5,000 profit per month, depending on their profit. But what we'll do anyway, see, looking at this, I probably wouldn't do this product either because just looking at this one, it's not that high. But we'll have a look anyway. Like the sales aren't that high, but we'll have a look anyway, and we have to search for the broadest keyword again. So massage ball. Go in and we'll have a look. Now this is bringing up different. So this is bringing up different massage balls again. There's only we could even type in roller massage ball, but by the broadest keyword, even just by looking at it this way, your product's not even going to be found by searching in massage ball, because what you want is you want your product to be able to be found by the broadest keywords. So we'll go back and we'll have a look just for this video's sake. So we'll go in cold rollerball and see what comes up with that. So there we go, this looks a bit better. Now, as you can see, there's still a lot of people. See, like the health and fitness category isn't the best to sell in because it's so oversaturated, in my opinion. But we'll have a look anyway, and we'll see how much these guys are doing. I don't think it's going to be too much, but we'll have a look. So we're looking at the cold roller balls. So the highest that I can see, it's a different type of cold roller ball, 5,000 revenue, which, depending on the profit margin, it might be a couple of thousand. So get out of this, because I wouldn't do this product anyway, even on the Australian marketplace. But just for the sake of this video, we'll have a look at the massage ball, and we'll see how many people are selling on the US marketplace. So even if it's a different kind of massage ball, we'll have a look. So see, we've got 64 pages. 64 pages. So if you were to do even one of these, firm massage balls, here's another cold roller ball. But even if you were to do one of these, there's so many people selling. Some of these are going to be big brands that you're going to have to try and compete with, and some of these are going to be, Amazon FBAs. And your product's going to have to be, you're going to have to spend more on it to differentiate yourself, or you're going to have to put in even more work just to try and rank, with these guys. And if you have a look at the figures, in your Jungle Scout, a lot of the numbers, they're not even that great. So what's this one here? It's a different kind of massage ball again. It's a pressure point massage roller. 7,000. That is a decent amount, but because there's so many people, you're most likely not even going to rank with these products. But we'll have a look on the Australian marketplace anyway, and we'll type in massage ball and we'll see what comes up. There probably is a lot of people selling this product already because it's in the fitness category. So massage ball. So there we go. So we've got a few more. We've got very similar ones. Now, even in this instance, like I said, because it's a health and fitness, there's going to be a lot of people selling on it already. But from what we could see here, now which page were we at? So massage ball. So all up, 64 pages. You go into the Australian one, there's 10 pages. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend you do this product, but just by looking at the Aussie marketplace compared to the US marketplace, there is a huge opportunity there. If you were to jump on a good product, like a really good product, and just like the other ones we saw before, ones that were making 14,000, maybe even anywhere from 10 to 20,000 per month. Some of these products you can even get 10,000, and that's in profit per month. So it is a good way. Well, it is a huge opportunity to, if you're looking to start Amazon selling and you're looking to make a passive income, you want to work from home and you want to have, there's a lot of people there that are, even that have done this course, done the one that I'm doing. There's a good percentage of people that are already making 10 to 20,000 per month, and they've quit their day job and they do Amazon FBA just as their main source of income, and that's what I'm trying to do. And once I get my main source of income, I can branch off and do other things, because the main thing I want to do with Amazon FBA is that's just to create that freedom and create the breakaway from the 9 to 5, and if once I get that, I want to teach you guys how to do that, and I basically want to bring you guys along the journey, because I know a lot of people want to they like to relate to that kind of thing. So if I can do that for you guys, that'd just be my dream. So I'd love to bring you guys along the journey with me. But like I said, because the Aussie marketplace is so fresh and so new, I think it's the best thing to jump into, and it's going to be the best opportunity. Like I said, I've got a few products lined up already that I'm going to talk to suppliers about, and I'm going to get that in. And if all goes well, I should be making 10 times more than what I did selling on the US marketplace. And even coming into Christmas next year, it's just going to be exponential. It's going to be even better. So I'll give you just a quick tip as well. If you guys want to start selling on the Australian marketplace, I'll go back to my Amazon. So this is my US Seller Central. So basically, I log into here and I have a look at my products, see how they're doing. Like I said, I'm almost out of inventory in this one, but I'm going to go into a new product anyway. Now, if you want to do this, if you're already selling, by the way, on the US marketplace, and you want to get into the Australian, I had to make a brand new account with a new email. So you're going to have to sign up again and make a brand new Seller Central account. But basically the way you do it, so all I did was I typed in Amazon Selling Australia. Now, you go down here and sell on Amazon Australia. Click on, and this is what I first did. Now, you're going to have an email address, obviously, and a contact phone number. So I put in my first name, my last name. You can put in your company name. That's just the name that you're going to use when you're selling on Amazon, most likely the brand that you use. Put in your email, your phone number, your country. For me, it's Australia. Main product category. You can choose a category. You don't have to. We can just put in a random one, and you can put in your website if you want to sell on your own website. But since we're selling through Amazon, I didn't do that. And you hit sign up, and then that'll basically, it should do it a lot quicker than what it did for me because it's already open. That'll give you it'll send you an email, and then from there it'll take you to the actual Amazon Seller Central sign up, and then you can actually put in your details there and you can get started. Now, if you're not sure on how to do that as well, there's a better explanation on the course, on Tanner's course. I'll leave that in the description below as well. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I'm going to be doing more Amazon videos because it's been requested. A lot of people want to learn how to start selling on Amazon, and I'll do more videos on that as well. But if you did like this video, definitely hit the subscribe button below, and I'm more than happy to help anyone who wants help on Amazon selling along the way. But other than that, guys, I will see you in the next video.